Imagine standing outside in -50 degrees Fahrenheit, -46 degrees Celsius weather. No jacket, no heater, no house, just snow and freezing wind. So how did ancient humans survive conditions that could kill a modern person in just a few hours? Let's find out. Around 20,000 years ago, much of the northern hemisphere was covered in massive sheets of ice during the last ice age. Winters were brutally cold, and finding food was much harder than it is today. Yet humans didn't disappear. Instead, they adapted in incredible ways. One of the biggest reasons humans survived was their clothing. Instead of cotton or synthetic fabrics, they wore animal hides and thick fur from animals like reindeer, wolves, bears, and even mammoths. Fur trapped warm air close to their bodies, helping them stay warm in freezing temperatures. Ancient humans even used bone needles to sew fitted clothing. Clothes that fit tightly kept far more heat in than simply wrapping themselves in animal skins. Fire was another key to survival. It wasn't just used for cooking, it was the difference between life and death. Fire kept people warm, allowed them to cook food for more energy, melted snow into drinking water, and even helped scare away dangerous predators. Some groups were so dependent on fire that they carried glowing embers from one campsite to another instead of starting a new fire every time they moved. Shelter was just as important. Sleeping out in the open during an Ice Age winter could be deadly. Ancient humans built shelters from wood, branches, animal hides, and even enormous mammoth bones. Thick animal skins covered these structures, blocking freezing winds while trapping heat from fires burning inside. These shelters created a much warmer place to survive the harsh winters. Food also played a huge role. Staying warm burns a tremendous amount of energy, so ancient humans needed high-calorie meals. They hunted large animals like mammoths, bison, deer, and reindeer. Fat was especially valuable because it provided much more energy than lean meat. Without enough food, surviving the winter would have been nearly impossible. But perhaps the greatest survival tool humans had was teamwork. They hunted together, shared food, protected one another, cared for children and older members of the group, and passed survival knowledge from generation to generation. Working together made humans far stronger than any individual could ever be alone. Ancient humans didn't survive because they were superhuman. They survived because they were incredibly intelligent and adaptable. They mastered fire, created warm clothing, built shelters, hunted efficiently, and relied on each other to stay alive. Without those skills, our species might never have survived the Ice Age. So the next time you think it's freezing outside, just remember, at least you have a jacket.